Hello everybody, what's up? CaptainTurbo here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2, or welcome back to the next part of the part you're watching. That is a weird sentence. So, we got the level up, collectors confirmed as source of tax on freedom progress. Quarian survivor Vito returned with Talizora to the Margaret fleet. We'll examine his Omni-Tool data for anything useful. So we got a upgrade to the thing there. Well, I'll after I've done my, second recording session here, or at least the end of this one, I'll actually have a look properly into this again. I'm going to play the game in my spare time, actually, while I'm not recording, because a lot of this I've actually completely forgotten about. I forgot about all the mini games. I forgot about that. I forgot about the weapon upgrades and stuff. The only thing I actually remember is the gameplay being significantly a bit better, the character models and everything being better, and of course the story and the characters. But I've actually forgotten all about the actual gameplay. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to at least either watch a Let's Play or play it in my own time. I'm going to go back and I'm going to play through what I've played today again. I'm going to get a few cutscenes I missed. I missed one or two, I think.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Alright, so there's going to be a few conversations, I think, to begin. I'm not sure. I know I need to talk to one person at least, but I'll talk to everybody once here just to get the ball rolling, so to speak. You know, as soon as it stops giving me information that's quite obvious. Elevator, I wonder what that does. I never guessed it takes me to different floors. Ooh, the captain's quarters. Go to personal cabin to customize your appearance. Might check that out, actually, because I remember you get, like, a nifty leather jacket or something. I can't do that yet, because we don't have Morden. But, yeah, we're going to take a look around and talk to some people.
Welcome aboard. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you unless it's important. Anything else, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
We'll take a look at the messages first. From Counselor Anderson, on the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you will be allowed to speak for yourself about what you've been hearing. From the Elusive Man. Shepard, one of our cells just went off the the grid without explanation. Project Overload has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their works is extremely compartmentalized enough that I can't divulge operation details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Ait in the Typhon system, in the Phoenix massing cluster. Please use care in this thing. And Overload is a DLC, I believe. As is the next one we're about to look at here. Rendezvous. How did you say this fucking word? Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Here we go. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief, Kasumi Goto, and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and few can even claim to have seen her in person. She is a known equal at stealth and infiltration, and her skill will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to the Zakira ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password, silence is golden, to begin the rendezvous. So yeah, Overload and Kasumi Goto are both DLC. I have both. In fact, I have all the DLC, so I don't know why they're not all showing up. I'll have to make sure everything's installed properly when I've checked everything out. We'll go speak to Joker. I don't see us getting much gameplay done today. It's basically going to be me talking to a lot of people here, and obviously a lot of content as always with a lot of talks and all that with all the characters, so very little input from me here.
Running green. Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
I know it was kind of a long one there, but it's good to know certain things about all that, so, you know, just bear with it. Something, yep, codex updated. Keep that in mind for later. I sort of remember where Miranda is, but I'm not sure where Jacob is. I think it's in this room. What's this here? Oh no, that's Edie. Don't need to talk to Edie, so yeah, this is the weapons lockout, which is where Jacob usually is, and he's right here.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright, doesn't really have much else to say. Unfortunately, as I said, Jacob, I think is the most boring character, human teammate character in the game. But I wouldn't say he's the worst. I'd arguably say fucking Vega from 3 is the worst. Don't need to be here. So I'm getting my bearings. Guys, it's been at least 6 years since I last played this game. No, probably 7 years since I last played this game, so...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, let's see what that is. But I haven't. I've checked everything. Oh, I didn't mark them as red. Okay.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center.
I don't need to know
Here,
that.
the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts.
One thing I really do like here is it tells you who's on what deck of the Normandy. So we're currently on the second one. The captain's cabin is there. Miranda is on the third deck in engineering. We don't have anybody there, but we are going to go to the engineering first, just because there's a couple of more characters we can go meet there. You know, before we move on. And I do want to go and check out the captain's quarters before we actually continue with the game. I'll know if I've got the DLC installed if a thing triggers. If not, like I said, I can always work around it and just like edit stuff in. Alright, codex update. Again, I'll do a part. I'll do certain parts dedicated to the codexes as well. So there you go. And talk to these two.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
How did you end up with Cerberus, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
So how did you get an offer to join Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.